Let's go to Asia or Europe or anywhere that's international for you. But we need to save some money, so let's get into how. First, you want to open up a completely new browser because you're going to open up a whole bunch of tabs and we need to stay organized. The links are in the description below so you can follow along if you want to. And we're going to start with Google Flights. And then also Skiplagged and StudentUniverse. This website is for students and those under 30. Also, there's a referral link, so you can enter your email and get the coupon for $20 additionally off. Moreover, if you have the Amazon Student Prime account, you can connect it to that and get an additional 10% off. So just Google StudentUniverse Prime discount, and then click on that Amazon Prime student deal, and then activate the offer and get your discounts. But let's start with Google Flights. On Google Flights, you can put in your departure and arrival airport, but we all know that. What you can additionally do is add locations. So if you type in a city, you see both Miami and Fort Lauderdale. So you can just click on that so that you can get both of these locations. However, you can also push the add button to select multiple airports. So not just Miami, but also Palm Beach, which is nearby, would be a good location as well. And then you can keep on adding more and more airports that are near you in order to get more departure airports and probably cheaper flights since you have more options. And what you can do is go to ChatGPT and just type in airports near Miami, if you're flying from Miami, for example. And then it'll give you a whole bunch of listings, and then you can just copy and paste. So we have Miami, we have Fort Lauderdale, we have PBI, Palm Beach, RSW, so you can add that in as well, RSW. There's also EYW, so add that in as well. So now we have a lot more options and hopefully more savings. Then type in your location. I'm gonna go with Hong Kong, but likewise, you can do the same thing. So airports near Hong Kong. So it gave you Hong Kong, there's Shenzhen. Oops. Make sure to push the add button. Then Shenzhen, then there's MEM, and then there's Guangdong. There you go. Add it in. Cool. Now we can not push search. Don't push search. Push the dates instead so that you can load up all of the dates and you can see visually which one are the cheaper ones. So if you know you're going to be flying out in May, you can see that this one seems to be the cheapest one, especially since it's green and it's the lowest price. So let's click on that date. And now you can see the return date. So we can see more green stuff. This one seems to be a good option. But if you want a longer vacation, then just look at these options as they load. Usually Google Flights is faster than this, but we named a lot of airports, so it's a bit slow. But slow versus saving money, let's save some money, okay? But let's just say, for example, that the 1202 price is what you really want. So we're gonna click on that one and push done. Then we click search. So we can see the best departing flights, the cheapest one being 42 hours long. If you want it to be less long, you can choose a different flight. But if you want a savings, you can choose this one. We can see that you have a 16-hour layover in Tokyo, which is why this flight is so long. However, I would just take this one because you can just have a small mini vacation in Tokyo on your way to Hong Kong. And that doesn't seem like a bad idea. So this is leaving from Miami. So we can go to Skiplagged, the other website we opened originally, and click Miami. And then this is landing in Hong Kong. So HKG. And this is from May 3rd to May 18th. So May 3rd to May 18th. Search flights. Let it finish loading. You can look at this little graph here and we can see that this is also a pretty good date, but this one being a big dip is probably a good date as well. Oh, there's a slightly cheaper one for, It's loading. Let's just wait. Okay, it finished loading. So this one for $11.45 is cheaper than the 12:02 price. So it's about the same hours, 42. Yeah. And you can select this one, and you can see that this has an 18-hour layover in Tokyo. And the return flight, we're gonna let it load as well, is this one, 11:45. So you can see the long layovers, but that's all right with me. And the total price is gonna be $11.45. You can also go to Japan Airlines and see the flights yourself and see if it can be cheaper if you book them individually. But this is one of the cheaper flights. Likewise, we do the same thing on StudentUniverse. So this is from Los Angeles to Hong Kong. We're gonna do round trip, and this is from May 3rd to the 18th. Click search. Make sure to activate the offer if you have Prime Student so you can get additional savings. We're gonna search this up. I selected flexible, but you can also select exact if you want. But if you select flexible, you can wait for it to load some more and get even cheaper flights. Moreover, just to make sure, go to StudentUniverse again, scroll down to promo codes, and see if there are active promo codes that you can use. For example, if you're flying to Korea, you get a $50 discount. And then if you're a new user, you get a $20 discount. Or you can use my referral link and get $20 off as well. See if you can use multiple discounts at once. And you can also go to Capital One Shopping and download the extension and get even more rewards as well and try out some more promo codes. Link in the description as well. But we can see that, 11.43, the one with this little rhombus shape, is the cheapest one. And if we go back to here, this is $11.45. So this one is $2 cheaper. Yay! So this is 36 hours long versus this 42-hour long trip. So the student savings is shorter and cheaper. That's amazing. And you can look at the baggage requirements, and we can see the first checked bag is $0, which is great. So you can select this flight and go through the process again, but you can see how we went from Google Flights to Skiplagged to StudentUniverse, and we got progressively cheaper pricings. Not always gonna happen, but in this case, we did it. We got the savings. Now, if you're flying in the summertime, it's going to be more expensive. If you're flying so close to the date, because today is April 14th and this is May 3rd, it's also gonna be more expensive. If you book the flight 2 to 8 months in advance, it's probably going to be cheaper. Moreover, if you booked a trip to Japan, it'll probably be even cheaper because Japan, at least to Tokyo, is cheaper than China. Moreover, if you want to be even more flexible, you can just click this Explore tab here. And let's say you're flying from Miami to, I don't know, anywhere in China. I don't know yet. So we're just going to do that. And let's say you're really flexible. Let's just go for 2 weeks in the month of July because you have random vacation days you need to use up. So you can see that this is way too expensive, but Shanghai is more affordable. And then if we scroll in some more, we can see other options. Sapa is even less expensive. Let's, instead of going to here, go to Japan. Okay, so this one seems to be okay. Seoul here seems to be okay. Maybe you're flying out from Germany, going to Japan. You can also see that and look at the pricings as well. But if you have flexibility, this is a good option as well to see where around the world you might want to visit. India, Thailand, up to you. And if we go back to here, you can click on the price graph and you can visually see which one is the shortest one. And you can see that this one, May 3rd to May 18th, seems to be significantly cheaper than all the other times, at least in May and June. If we go to the dates, you can do the same thing if you like different visualizations. And you can see the green thing here showing that it's pretty cheap, and you can just scroll down and see pricings and dates to leave as well. I personally like this calendar method better, but if you like the date grid or the price graph, you can do that as well. Moreover, let's say that you're not sure if you want to buy the ticket yet. Well, you can track prices here and get email alerts whenever the price changes. Just make sure to toggle this on. You'll receive price update emails. Isn't that amazing? And if you click view, you can see all of the flight emails that you're signed up for. And if they annoy you, well, just trash them. Like so. Some quick tips that I want to provide to you is that if you're flying to Asia, it's usually cheaper to fly from Los Angeles and then to your destination. So book 2 separate plane tickets, one from your home airport to Los Angeles, and then a separate one from Los Angeles to the Asian country of your choice. The total cost of booking these 2 tickets is usually cheaper, even after accounting for luggage fees, than you flying from your home airport to the Asian destination. And for some reason, Google Flights doesn't exactly tell you the best layover, but I found that Los Angeles seems to be one of the best layovers. Another trick is that sometimes flying from Los Angeles to Honolulu and then to your Asian country is cheaper. So you have 3 separate tickets, one from home airport to Los Angeles, then Los Angeles to Honolulu, then Honolulu to Hong Kong. It can be a slight headache, but you can save hundreds of dollars. Just make sure the timing works out. And on international flights, you might want to have like at least a 2-hour layover or something. I've also noticed if you want to go to Guangdong, China, which is where my family is from, Hong Kong is usually the cheapest option as opposed to Shenzhen and Guangzhou. Moreover, flights from Hong Kong to South Korea are about $100 one way. So if you want a mini vacation while you're already in Hong Kong, just fly to South Korea. And if you want, you can just leave South Korea and go to Los Angeles, because that's actually cheaper than going from Hong Kong to Los Angeles. So Seoul to Los Angeles, the return flight is usually cheaper than from Hong Kong to Los Angeles. So you can save money that way as well. Some other airports that you could use are these, but I just use Los Angeles because I'm usually flying to Asia, and that's usually the best airport to fly on if it's money you're worried about. But you can fly from Philadelphia, Atlanta, Miami, San Francisco, Boston, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, or these other places, okay? You get the idea. Moreover, if you didn't know, Hong Kong is giving away 500,000 free flights in a raffle system. So if you're planning to go to Hong Kong or want some free flights, sign up for the raffle. You can select your departure location and figure out how to enter yourself into the free raffle. So if you're flying from Northeast Asia, opening in May, other markets, which I am other market because I'm flying from the US, is opening up in May as well. So once that's opened up, I'm gonna be putting myself into the raffle, hopefully getting one of those 500,000 free flights. Just some reminders, if you're in the US, you can get a full refund if you cancel within 24 hours of ticket purchase if you booked it directly with the airline, and at least 7 days before departure. And if you haven't already, just sign up for the airline frequent flyer miles programs that the airlines have, like sign up for the Delta Rewards, Sky Miles, or all the other airlines, right? It's just free money. Another reminder is to check if you need a visa or specific COVID testings. So this website does a pretty good job for it. Figure out your destination, Afghanistan, answer all these questions, and then figure it out. There's also this one, which is great for US citizens and super fast to check. Just paste it in. And you can see, Afghanistan, you need a visa. Let's say China. You need a visa. Let's say Hong Kong. You do not need a visa if you're staying for less than 90 days. Remember to check if you need a visa even for your layovers, because sometimes you do. Visas are usually generally really easy to get, but Depends on the type of passport you have and where you want to go. Another tip is to use travel reward credit cards or points for free flights. That's why you want to sign up to those frequent flyer mile reward point systems, which you can just Google, for example, best travel credit card welcome bonuses, or just type in best travel credit cards, and then you can see NerdWallet, and they have a pretty good list. But that's a whole other topic that I'm not going to get into, but just make sure you use a good credit card for some good cash back. You can also download a Google extension like Capital One for savings. For example, on StudentUniverse, if you have the Capital One extension, you can use some promo codes on the checkout page that can save you money. Also, check out the video here for other flight hacks that I mentioned before. You can save hundreds of dollars pretty easily, so just check it out. Hopefully you learned a lot. I myself have learned a whole bunch of things flying to Asia. I love Asia is one of the things I found out, but also I just mentioned all of these amazing flight hacks as well that make the process even cheaper. Make sure to check out all the links in the description below, open up a new tab, and check out how you can save on your flight internationally. Comment below any other tips you have, like this video, subscribe, and just keep checking out this channel because you want to save money. Thanks for watching. This is Bailey Zong, that money guy, here to help. Yeah. Also, highly recommend the 2 videos that are popping up. One is for more flight hacks, and another one is tips on flying to Japan and how to save money there.